It took a while, but in the second half, the Badgers broke loose, leading by just 4 at halftime. Wisconsin with 28 points in the second half en route to a 42-10 victory against Middle Tennessee State University. We'll check out some of the highlights here from some of the winning Badger players. We'll have sit-down conversations with defensive lineman Charles Perkins and receiver Chris Brooks, and our weekly chat with head coach Coach Fickell. All coming up on this week's edition of the Badger Sports Report. Fourth down, a half a yard. Middlebrook, the running back, to the right of Nicholas Vadiano. A.J. Jones, slot left, motions right. Hand off to Middlebrook, and he gets stoned. Christian Allegro just flat out won't have it. And O'Neal, little end around. Here's Tretch Kahuna, has some room. 40, 45, Tretch to the 50. Along the numbers 40, 35, 30, 25, cuts inside 20, 10, 5, touchdown Wisconsin. Tretch Kahuna, 61 yards. Shotgun formation to three, the running back, reading it now, an end around. Vinny Anthony bending right, 15, 10, 5, Anthony to the end zone, touchdown Wisconsin. Vinny Anthony going left to right. And the Badgers do pop it open, now leading 27-10. Badgers at their 42-yard line. First and 10. O'Neal looking, lofts it out right side. Caught by Jaden Ballard, he's gone. Down the sideline he goes. 20, 10, 5, touchdown Wisconsin. Welcome to Badger Nation, Jaden Ballard. 17-yard line, second down. O'Neal looks, throws over the middle, caught by Mason. Touchdown Wisconsin. Right on cue.
Just starts with preparation. Preparation builds confidence. The night before we're roommates, so me and him was just talking through, just going over some film. That okay, if we see this, we'll get this. You'll do this, and I feel like he executed at a high level, and damn man, he's a guy. So
he had a great week of practice, and part of that was me and his relationship. Like I felt like we were in a great place going into that game, and we made the same plays in the game as we did in practice. So yeah, just having that confidence in that relationship, it felt good.
Yeah, it's a big test. I'm looking forward for the opportunity, and just the way that we were able to play in the second half. We have to play like that for 4 quarters next week, and it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be hard, but those are the games that you play for. Those are the exciting ones.
Just build on everything we did right throughout the game. Take that momentum that we finished with, scoring points, holding them, not letting anything happen on defense. And I think, bringing that whole, complementary football to Tuscaloosa is going to be huge for us.
Set the standard. Let's go.
Ricardo Holman from one end of the yard to the other. Touchdown, Wisconsin, as the Badgers are back in the fight. In stride, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Wisconsin. And a clean path to the quarterback, Christian Allegro. He's gone, 10, 5, touchdown, Wisconsin.
The Badger Sports Report is presented by UW Health and is brought to you by Hy-Vee and by Construction Business Group, by Gruber Law Offices, and by WEA Member Benefits.
This is a cup of coffee. It's to go. Because here, you're on the move. Our team coordinates all your appointments, so you see all the experts you need quicker. Because when you're facing a complex condition, it feels like time is being taken from you. So, we found a way to give it back. Welcome to East Park Medical Center. UW Health. Remarkable.
Clear your path to a great career today. Climb to reach your career potential with no loans and no debt, so you can earn while you learn. A Wisconsin Operating Engineer's Apprenticeship is your opportunity to work outdoors and get heavy equipment experience. Partner with your employer for serious pay, great health and pension benefits. Acquire real-world experience while building Wisconsin together. To start your career journey, visit join139.com today.
Hungry? Hy-Vee Market Grill is better than ever with classic favorites and mouth-watering new menu items. we've got breakfast sandwiches worth getting out of bed for, made from scratch omelets. And let's do lunch. Try our delicious sandwiches, fresh salads, and the juiciest burgers around. Whether you dine in, get it to go, or have it delivered, the best breakfast and lunch is at Hy-Vee Market Grill.
At Gruber Law Offices, we take great pride in helping those who have trusted us after a serious accident. Our team has the knowledge, resources, and experience to get you the results you deserve. Don't wait to get the help you need. Make the right call. Call Gruber Law Offices today, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
There's an old line in sports, stay ready so you don't have to get ready, and there's deep meaning to that. And with that, we bring in Badgers head coach Luke Fickell, who started 50 games in his college career, so he was always ready. But for those who don't, and Danny O'Neal is an obvious example from week one, started at San Diego State, but he was the 2 and then the 1. It's easy for us in a booth to say stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Walk us through a little bit what you saw Danny go through.
Well, I think more than anything, sometimes it's a mentality. And when you're a backup, yes, everybody always tells you you're one play away. But the truth of the matter is, sometimes they just have a mentality that, hey, I don't know when that one play is. And you prepare, but do you really prepare the way you need to prepare? And so until you're thrown in there, sometimes you're not sure. And at the quarterback position in particular, most of the other positions get, 50, 40% of the reps. Quarterback position in a new offense, Danny was only getting probably 30% of the reps. And even less than that maybe late in the week. And so his ability to make sure he understood everything without taking every rep is really critical and was really important. And I think he did a good job. I think it showed, but I also probably, if you sat him down and asked him, was like, now I recognize things I could have done better, and I would do better as I continue to move forward.
And in his case, he did start last year, so he's not a wide-eyed rookie. Hunter Simmons has played football as well, so now, going into this last game, he's the 2, but he probably knows the drill. He's been at this level long enough to keep himself ready.
Yeah, and I think even going back to Danny, I think sometimes the hardest thing is if you played the year before, you're used to playing, you're used to being the starter, you're used to having the routine of the maybe 75% of the reps, then you get put into that backup role, and it takes an even greater competitive maturity to be able to handle that. And I think he did a good job. I think that that's where he's probably challenging himself a little bit more now to recognize some of those things. And sometimes being naturally good is the biggest enemy to eventually being consistently good, which gives you a chance to be great. And so both those guys are trying to and going to have to continue to figure out as this role continues to grow.
With that group specifically, you've got Coach Guyton, quarterback's coach, Coach Grimes, the offensive coordinator. I'm sure they have final words of wisdom. Do you let those guys do their thing, or do you chime in there as well?
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing more than trying to show confidence for me, especially in the situation of the game that it happens. And, you get to that point where, hey, you're up 10-0 and you're playing well defensively, and you don't want to go over there and just remind them every single time to take care of the football. This is what it's all about. So, there's a balance there, reminding the coach that talks to him on a consistent basis of what to remind him as far as just making sure they keep the confidence to what they're doing. So it's obviously a unique situation as you get into those game times.
The quarterback obviously that position gets the most attention from us on the outside, but this could happen in any number of other position groups, particularly those that don't rotate a lot. We talked at the beginning of your first show about leadership, the leadership council, guys who've been there, done that. It probably doesn't hurt when you have that sudden change in personnel.
Yeah, I think that if it's going to rely upon one or two people all the time, it can be exhausting. And so I think as a group for us, that's where you had a mixture of offense, defense, and I wasn't lying. The feel in the locker room, even at halftime, was far different than it had been in the past. And we had been in those situations early season games where you were up 3-0 or 10-7 at the halftime, and maybe not the way you had envisioned it, but there was a different feel. And those guys, I think there was a confidence level, whether it was in Danny or in the nature of the leadership, that definitely felt different. I think gave us a little bit of spark in that second half.
It looks like, again, really small sample size here, that you guys are out there having fun. You saw that obviously the locker room vibe we don't see. Fans watch the jump around and how everybody is into it. it's a moment in a game, in a 3+ hour game, but is that part of what you're talking about? Just go have some fun, let it rip, but stay focused on what you're supposed to do.
I think that's where you did see that there's a different confidence level that has continued to grow. And I do. I think that the nature of even the last year or so, if that would have been that same situation, there'd have been guys that were enjoying it and jumping a little bit, but to truly kind of be in the moment and enjoy it and recognize what it is they've been working for, I think that there's a greater natural confidence level in all that they're doing and we're doing. I think it has a lot to do with the leadership.
Yeah, it's supposed to be fun, right? I know it's big business, it's high stakes, but it's supposed to be fun. It's good to see these guys out there bouncing around a little bit. We'll take a break. More to come as we continue with the Badger Sports Report.
We believe in education. We believe in public schools. At WEA Member Benefits, we believe in helping Wisconsin public school employees and their families achieve their financial goals by providing personal insurance, retirement and investment, and financial planning programs that are designed specifically for the education community. Proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, WEAbenefits.com.
Your animals depend on you every day. So we build equipment you can depend on every day. Equipment that powers through mud, dust, and extreme weather. So cutting hay, feeding livestock, and managing land is easier. Loaded with intuitive, innovative features and tech, Case IH equipment isn't just built to work. It's built to work for livestock producers. Case IH, built by farmers.
You know, one of the things about college athletics now, we know how much it has changed and likely will continue to change moving forward, but it's still college. And at the University of Wisconsin, that means class. We'll get to that part of it, and we'll also talk some football as we bring Chris Brooks Jr., redshirt junior, out of St. Louis, a marketing major. We're just chatting, and as we record this interview, classes are about to begin here in the fall semester. Mm-hmm. Your plate's pretty full. How many classes do you have here?
I got 5 of them, unfortunately. But I can't be mad at it. You know, still got to be a student.
Yeah.
Comes first, student athlete. So it'll be nice to get back into the swing of things.
Football obviously is important to you as well, and you're really a lesson in perseverance, battling through injuries. You know, you were in the bowl game in Phoenix a few years ago, didn't play the following year, got on the field, mostly special teams, right? A year ago. What was that like, and what pushed you through it? Because now you're obviously, your role continues to ramp up in the wide receivers room.
For me, honestly, it's just God. I relied on him so much. It's crazy just the way my journey has went and the progression and things I've gone through. But that's the most important thing, is just keeping him above everything. And it sort of gave me a sort of identity outside of football that allowed me to, like, football's not going my way. So like I knew who I was regardless of football, and that was a big part of this, just continuing myself. But other than God, my family, man, you know, we just had our game, got my first start. My family was so proud of me, and that sort of is what kept me pushing through it all. Yeah. Just like pushing, just envisioning, like, it's all gonna be worth it one day. Like, I'm gonna get on that field, I'm gonna start, like, my time's gonna come. And it was sort of just trusting in that. And like I said, it started with just having my faith growing, and then just having faith in myself and wanting to be a light for my family. That's really where it came from.
Well, one of the things you said in that answer, that were actually multiple things, but you talk about being in the weight room. Obviously, you are put together well. You're catching passes as well, but offensive coordinator Jeff Grimes, who's been around for a minute or two, he's been in this game. He suggested in a session with the media a couple weeks ago that you might be the best blocking wide receiver he's ever been around. Yes, catching the ball is great, but you must take a lot of pride in moving a defensive guy maybe where he doesn't want to go.
I definitely do. I mean, like you said, I started a lot of the games on special teams last year, but if you ever were to pay attention, you would see me get in, and it's like, oh, like, who's this 84 coming around to block? And that's just where I got my start. And it really started with Coach Guyton teaching me about, like, pulling, hit left, pull left, hit left. So it's just like, I take a lot of pride in it because that's how I knew I would get on the field.
You said in your answer people saw you number 84 running around. Now number 1. Well, what's behind the switch?
To be honest with you, I can't say where, but my dad played at a or a red school wearing number 1.
Gotcha.
And growing up, my parents had me in high school, and I used to go to football games very young, and saw my dad make it to the NFL. But before he got to the NFL, I saw him in college wearing this number, and I'm like, okay, like my favorite number growing up was 2, but the more I thought about it, I'm like, church is obviously 2, but I'm like thinking about my number, I'm like, how cool would it be for him, really? Because I mean, that's all you ever want to do is just make your family proud, and I just want to make my dad proud. I'm like, I've been having a really good camp. Everyone loves me. I think I'm doing a good job. I see number 1's open. I'm like, I asked Vic in spring, and I just kept my head down, kept working, and then just one lucky day in fall camp, they come in, Coach Guyton comes in wearing my number, and I mean, it was just everything I could dream of, honestly. Better than I imagined. Short answer, my dad.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, I do it for him, do it for my family, but mainly I wear it for him.
Well, they always say in sports, seize the opportunity, and one was available. You seize the opportunity. We talked about blocking. The opening night, you get a couple catches. In the last year in the Nebraska game, your first collegiate catch. Was that, when you had that, it was a pretty big play in the moment, right? 27 yards, like, got it. So now it's like, just not relax maybe, but it's like, okay, you broke the seal. First game here, you get a couple catches. Now you feel like you're really into the rhythm of it, perhaps.
Definitely. I mean, when I caught the ball, I was more mad about not getting more yards. I didn't even realize I caught it. So it's just like, I feel comfortable now just playing. I feel like I'm back in high school again, just able to, just go out there and play free, and that's just something Coach Grimes has allowed us to do. I mean, he hits it on the head all the time, just like he wants us to play fast, free, fearless, all these things, and I just try to embody that when I'm on the field.
Final thought: this offense with Coach Grimes, it just seems like a really good fit as you guys continue to progress and get better and better. I say that as an observer. You're in it every day. Is it just something like, okay, offensive linemen are going to like it, running backs are going to like it, everybody involved is going to like the scheme of what you guys are doing out there?
I think everyone should be excited. It's something that challenges us every day to get better and not relax, because you saw that there is a lot of different things that we can do. And if you guys could know how many play calls we have just going into every week, I'm like, okay, there's this. But like, when we simplify it down and we know what we're doing, we can be really impactful. And that's something we really are excited and just honing in on and trying to get ourselves to just continue to prepare for it. Not worry about what anybody else says. Just we know what we can do and we know what we are going to do. And it's just pushing ourselves forward every single day. And I'm excited to see where it's going to go. I mean, I think everyone should be excited, but we just got to go out there and play, and that's something I know we're really going to do, and I just can't wait for it.
I know a lot of people are excited for you, so I'll let him go because he's got 5 classes. He's got stuff to do. and not in addition to knowing the playbook, he's Chris Brooks, Badgers wide receiver. Stay with us. We'll have more right after this.
This is a cup of coffee. It's to go. Because here, you're on the move. Our team coordinates all your appointments, so you see all the experts you need quicker. Because when you're facing a complex condition, it feels like time is being taken from you. So, we found a way to give it back. Welcome to East Park Medical Center. UW Health. Remarkable.
Clear your path to a great career today. Climb to reach your career potential with no loans and no debt, so you can earn while you learn. A Wisconsin Operating Engineer's Apprenticeship is your opportunity to work outdoors and get heavy equipment experience. Partner with your employer for serious pay, great health and pension benefits. Acquire real-world experience while building Wisconsin together. To start your career journey, visit join139.com today.
We continue to meet some of the newer faces of the Badger football team. We mentioned they've looked to get more size on the defensive front, get more depth on the defensive front. This coaching staff firmly believes it has done that. And one of the reasons is right here. Charles Perkins out of UT Martin, Memphis, Tennessee. As we talk, by the way, as I mentioned, you're from Memphis, Tennessee. It's a 90-degree day. It's humid. People up here are sweltering. For you, it's just another day, isn't it?
It's just another day. You come from UT Martin. It's the same heat. Tennessee heat.
Bring it on, as you're saying? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Very common question I've asked a lot of the newer faces, the transition. How is that going for you? What's it like being a Badger?
Oh, it's wonderful, man. Ever since I stepped my foot on this campus, everything was love first sight. Many people ask me why didn't I go to many schools. When I first stepped and talked to the coaches here, it was love. So, and it felt like family. So, yes, sir.
Tell me what I was asking Corey Walker this. Some of the veteran guys who have been in the program a few years could be helpful guys just to pick their brains as you're making that transition. Was that the case for you? If it was a Ben Barton or whoever it might have been, just to talk to him a little bit?
There's a lot of older guys in the room right now, and they got the experience that they've been here for a while, like five years. Like Ben Barton, I learned a lot from him since I got here, and I'm on the junior, so learning from these vets would keep my game elevated, so take my game to a new level. So I'm glad I got a lot of guys in the room that play ball for a long time.
When you were at Tennessee Martin, FCS All-American, freshman All-American a couple of years ago, All-Conference a year ago, but players are always trying to get better. And as you make the move to the Big Ten, where do you want to be better this season than you've already been?
I can be better in my pass rushes. So that's really a main focus. A lot of people know that I love the run. I like stopping the run, and I have a good grade in the run game. So just working every day, I feel like I got better at my pass rush in the spring. So correlate to my spring and how my fall is going to be. It's going to be a long season, and I'm going to get out to that quarterback. so that's really I've been working on my pass rush game.
So quarterbacks are now on notice. It looks like, too, Coach Fickell has talked about this, that there are a number of you guys who could roll in there, who could rotate in and stay fresh. That's got to be a great feeling. You just let it rip, and then if you need a break, then you got somebody else who could come in and get some things done, too.
Most definitely, and I like that also, too, that we have a lot of guys where they can play and share the same plays or minutes as one another. Like, I have Brandon Lane and Parker Peterson, if he played 3 tech, and I have Javier Suggs. So us rotating was keep us fresh, and it's going to be a lot.
Those are some guys who've been around a little bit,
yeah,
too. Javier Suggs played a little bit of college football in his time, and Parker Peterson obviously has experience as well. What's it like going in the spring even? What was it like going up against the O-line here?
Oh, this O-line, the best unit I done seen, and I played actually good teams like Kansas State, Georgia, Tennessee. So this line just another one of those. Like this line gonna be the best O-line in the country. So me going against them every day and just battling in the trenches is gonna make my game better and make their game better as well.
All right, we look forward to watching him do his thing. Charles Perkins, D lineman out of Memphis, Tennessee, where 90 degrees is nothing. We'll take a break. More right after this.
Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Delivery is free with the Perks Plus membership, and pickup is always free. Make game day and every day easier. Order online with Hy-Vee.
At Gruber Law Offices, we take great pride in helping those who have trusted us after a serious accident. Our team has the knowledge, resources, and experience to get you the results you deserve. Don't wait to get the help you need. Make the right call. Call Gruber Law Offices today, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
The Badger Sports Report is presented by UW Health and is brought to you by Hy-Vee and by Construction Business Group, by Gruber Law Offices, and by WEA Member Benefits.
Short serve, Warren handles this one and guides it perfectly to Furbringer, and then Egan slams it down the left sideline of UC Davis for the kill. Fans to their feet here at the field house as Madison Quest will serve on match point. Corbrig's pass off to the right, and it's going to be down after a second touch by her teammate. but it falls to the floor, and an ace ends it tonight at the Wisconsin Invitational. It's a 3-set win for Wisconsin over Chicago State, and it's a 3-1 start to the 2025 season.
The Badgers hit the road for the first time this season, as you could safely say things ramp up, as Wisconsin will take on Alabama down in Tuscaloosa. Kickoff set for 11 o'clock Central Time. We'll talk to you next week. Thanks for watching.
We believe in education. We believe in public schools. At WEA Member Benefits, we believe in helping Wisconsin public school employees and their families achieve their financial goals by providing personal insurance, retirement and investment, and financial planning programs that are designed specifically for the education community. Proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, WEAbenefits.com.
Every farmer wants to up their uptime, so we purposefully designed our tractors and implements to keep you in the field. Tailored for your operation, Case IH tractors are intuitive to use, easy to maintain, packed with the latest tech, and backed by dealer support you can trust. Because Case IH equipment isn't just built to work, it's built to work for you. Case IH, built by farmers.
This is a cup of coffee. It's to go. Because here, you're on the move. Our team coordinates all your appointments, so you see all the experts you need quicker. Because when you're facing a complex condition, it feels like time is being taken from you. So, we found a way to give it back. Welcome to East Park Medical Center. UW Health. Remarkable